Hi. In the next few moments, we're going to give you some chizuk, some strength to get through the work week. We're often faced with challenges in our daily lives, and we feel they're sometimes insurmountable, but it isn't so. Yesterday, in Parsha's Pekudei, we read about the Mishkan being completed. When all the parts were done, the workmen brought it to Moshe Rabbeinu and said, "We can't set up the Mishkan. It's too heavy. It's too big. It's impossible. It's beyond human capabilities." Hashem told Moshe, "Go ahead. You try to lift it up, and it will stand on its own by a miraculous force." Now, Rashi, in several places, does say that Moshe Rabbeinu was 10 amos tall. He was very high, and because of that, he had the strength to lift the pillars and erect the Mishkan. So how do we reconcile the Medrash Tanchuma that Rashi brings, which tells us that it happened by miracle, and the fact that Rashi says that Moshe had strength? The Darkei Emunah explains a fascinating, brilliantly insightful piece. He says, yes, Moshe had the physical strength, and it was a miracle. Because only Moshe, in his humility, was able to understand that by utilizing his own strength, it was still happening through Hashem's power. The miracle that made the Mishkan stand was that Hashem made it stand. And he told Moshe, "You try, I'll complete it." A normal person might have thought, it's my power, it's my strength, kochi ve'otzim yadi. An Anav, like Moshe Rabbeinu, however, understands that my strength really comes from God. There's an old parable about a fellow who worked for a master as an apprentice, and the workload got greater, and so the master craftsman brought in some other workers, and the apprentice complained, "How come they are getting paid so much more than I am? I'm doing just as much work, I'm doing just as good a job." The master said, "You're an apprentice. You live in my house, you eat my food, you sleep under my roof. When you work on a project, you work with my tools. These craftsmen bring their own tools." The explanation of this parable is that we are on planet Earth, and the strengths and the abilities that we have are given to us, the tools that Hashem wants us to work with, but they are His tools. Moshe understood that by utilizing my strength, all I'm doing is enabling Hashem to do the work and erect this Mishkan. When we are faced with the work week, the challenges, the burdens, what we think maybe sometimes is beyond ourselves, what we have to realize is we don't have to complete the task. We have to use our efforts, and God will make it stand on its own. It's a very releasing feeling to understand that we are not necessarily the masters of our destiny and therefore also responsible when things fail. Our job is to try. Like Hashem told Moshe, "You make the attempt, and I, Hashem, will finish the job and make it stand upright." This is Chizuk for your work week. Have a good day.